कंट्रोल है कि मुझे ये चाहिए कि नहीं, इनबॉक्स जैसा आ रहा है, ऐसा नहीं कि वो मैसेज पूरा खुल के, अभी तो आपके पास जो फ्री के ऐप्स रहते हैं उसमें तो खुल के आपके सामने कुछ आ जाता है। हाँ, राइट 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 करेक्ट करेक्ट yes. So we will monitor, but as I said कि we are not like completely ऐसा मॉनिटर नहीं कि हर मैसेज को रोक के देखो और फिर भेजो वाला मॉनिटर नहीं, क्योंकि उसको स्मूथ और एजाइल रहना बहुत जरूरी है, बट ऑब्वियसली मॉनिटरिंग रहेगा। सेकेंडली, जैसे ही आपने एक बार उसको बोल दिया कि अनसब्सक्राइब या म्यूट कर दिया आपने उस ग्रुप को, तो आना बंद हो गया आपको वैसे भी, तो भेजने वाला भेजते रहे, उसके भी पैसे खर्चा नहीं होंगे, आपको मिलेगा नहीं मैसेज वो, तो यू विल बी एबल टू स्टॉप दैट। यू विल बी एबल टू, इनफैक्ट कभी कभी कैसा होता है कि किसी ग्रुप में मुझे मैसेज, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम पार्ट ऑफ दिस ग्रुप एंड इट इज ओनली रिलेवेंट व्हेन आई एम इन नागपुर एंड आई एम ट्रैवलिंग टू दिल्ली, वहां पे मुझे ये बॉदर नहीं करना चाहिए, यू कैन म्यूट द ग्रुप। हाँ, ग्रुप, सी द ग्रुप इज वेरी डिफरेंट हियर, द ग्रुप इज नॉट एनीबडी कैन सेंड एनीबडी, द ग्रुप इज वेयर ओनली एडमिन सेंड इट टू द पीपल, सो एनीवेज और कम हो गया, राइट तो आपस में कुछ नहीं भेज सकते। आपको अगर वो ग्रुप लेवरेज करना है तो या तो आप एडमिन के थ्रू जाइए या फिर आप अपना ग्रुप बनाइए, सो देयर इज नो नॉइज, वो नॉइज वैसे फिल्टर हो गई, इसीलिए मैसेजेस कम रहेंगे। थैंक्स फॉर आस्किंग दैट।
शर्मा जी, एक्चुअली a very common question, I'm asking this.
यस सर।
Who are your potential customers and who are your potential competitors?
Okay.
So these are the only two, because I'm not interested in the finer aspect of the technology.
Okay.
Most of the audience is asking, finer aspect of how you are managing.
Right.
I'm interested as a, entrepreneur. Who are your customers and who are your competitors and how you are going to deal with them so that you can make money.
Correct.
So that's my question.
So number one, initially we are targeting all the associations. So we are talking to Rotary clubs, JCs, these kind of groups, like VI is a potential user as well. The groups where anyways जैसा अभी उन्होंने बताया कि एक वो वाले मैसेज के लिए 80 पैसे और ₹1 भी खर्चा होते हैं, या अदरवाइज वो मिलता नहीं है। तो अभी शुरुआत में हमारा टारगेट है कि ये जो एसोसिएशंस है या फिर ऐसे बिजनेसेस जिनके पास थोड़ी बड़ी लिस्ट है टारगेट करने की, ऑटोमेटिकली नंबर्स है उनके पास, दे वांट टू एंगेज विद दीज नंबर्स, दे आर नॉट एबल टू, तो दीज आर दोज काइंड ऑफ पीपल और यूजर्स आर आवर इनिशियल यूजर्स, इनिशियल, एंड देन बिकॉज उसके बाद हम फिर वो नीचे और वेरी स्मॉल बिजनेसेस के पास जाएंगे। पहले एंगेजमेंट वाला चीज लाना है। और दूसरा कॉम्पिटिटर्स में, सो इट्स आई मीन ऐसा पूरा मिला के पैकेज वाला कोई नहीं है, बट जस्ट डायल प्रोवाइड्स यू द डायरेक्टरी सर्विस, सो यू विल बी एबल टू गेट द डायरेक्टरी सर्विस हियर बेस्ड ऑन हाउ मेनी पीपल रजिस्टर्ड और उनके जो बिजनेस है। तो सारे बिजनेस यहाँ पर आ गए तो डायरेक्टरी सर्विस बन जाती है। सो देयर आर मल्टीपल प्लेटफॉर्म से हमने जो अलग अलग चीज ली है, so you are able to search like this, you are able to search like just dial, you are able to connect like Facebook and Twitter, and ease of WhatsApp is what we are trying to bring. So I think competitor बोल के there are other relatively, I mean I'll say non-relevant type of apps जो क्या करते हैं कि आपको बोलते हैं कि apps डाउनलोड करो और फिर इतना पैसा देंगे वगैरह, उसमें आपके पास कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है कि आपके पास क्या आ रहा है, कोई ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं है, उसके भी मिलियन डाउनलोड है। तो देयर आर पीपल हु विल डू इट फॉर मनी, बट द गुड थिंग हियर इज इन गुडियारा इज कि मनी उसको मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा ये सेंडर डिसाइड करता है। तो इस सेंडर डिसाइड किया इस एरिया के लोगों को देना है, तो उस एरिया का आदमी उसको इन अ वे मिसयूज कर सकता है। मिसयूज मतलब उसको वो पैसे मिलेंगे, जो छोटा सा पैसा है वैसे भी वो होर्डिंग या न्यूज़पेपर या किसी और मीडियम से खर्चा करने ही वाला था, वो अभी उसके जेब में जाएंगे जिसको दे रहा है वो। Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Gopal, and I wish you all the best for your startup. Definitely, I think a lot of people get confused with the information they get, and they think that that's a knowledge. So I think there you can have. I must acknowledge the presence of our senior members, Mr. Girdhari Mantri for our Knowledge Forum, and Mr. Rathiji from our People I Forum. And I think Chairman of the Bureau of Finance is also around, so I must acknowledge their presence. The next startup is GetNow, Mr. Jayesh Bagre and Shailesh Deshpande, very dynamic gentlemen. I happened to meet them once or twice, and I think I asked them to present and not only present but also give a little brief information that how we have been funded and how about your story. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and a very good evening to you. My name is Shailesh Deshpande. I am a co-founder here at GetNow with Jayesh Bagre. First of all, both of us, on behalf of GetNow as well as Nagpur startups, who we are representing here, we are a small group of startup enthusiasts and entrepreneurs from Nagpur who are trying our hand at entrepreneurship, most of us for the first time. So I think this is the first time we are formally interacting with VIA, so I want to take a moment to acknowledge Mr. Sinha, Dr. Budhe here for giving us this opportunity and present what it is that we are trying to do here. Most of us, as you probably know from Gopal's presentation, are working on technology-backed businesses, but that is not to say that an organization like VIA, which has a good representation of industry, people with plants and machinery essentially. But I think there is a lot of application of technology in your field of work also. So I encourage all of you to also give attention to what's going on in the local startup ecosystem. And hopefully we can continue to work together in future in one way or another. To talk a little bit about GetNow, what it is. We are an online marketplace for tier 2 and tier 3 cities specifically. I think all of us here have used e-commerce. I don't think anybody is new to e-commerce here. We probably regular users of Flipkart, Amazon, and Snapdeal and their likes. What we have tried to build here is what's called a hyperlocal marketplace, which means the word hyperlocal essentially means that our customers as well as our sellers and buyers are both local to Nagpur. So there is no long supply chains, there is no warehousing involved. We are sourcing locally, we are supplying locally. And we are providing a technology platform for the buyers and sellers to come together. A little bit about our founding team here. Jayesh, who is a serial entrepreneur, he has over a decade of experience in internet publishing and software services. He's been working out of IT Park, I think, for almost 12 years now. He's done a startup before from Nagpur. It was in the travel space called touristlink.com. It targeted global backpacking community. It was a very niche sector, and that achieved some success. His partner in that is an American, which is another story, that an American has done a startup from Nagpur before any of us could do, any of us local guys could. And maybe we should get David to come and talk about it as well. That would be an interesting experience. Myself, I'm a computer science graduate from Virginia Tech. I have a bachelor's from University of Pune, and I've worked for a number of years in the US like Gopal. I worked with Deloitte and KPMG and a number of consulting companies. Our advisor and seed investor, who is Atulya Mittal from Ispat Group, that I think everybody from Nagpur is aware of. He came on board last year around June at an event in Bombay where Jayesh presented the business plan to him, and he was very excited and enthusiastic about it. He liked the idea and he decided to back it with seed capital. So we were very fortunate there. Overview of our business. We are established in November 14. As I said, we are a hyper-local marketplace focused on Tier 2. Why specifically on Tier 2? Number of reasons, because both of us are from Nagpur, so we wanted to do something from Nagpur and for Nagpur. Secondly, the Tier 1 market is oversaturated. There's a number of players who are already trying to win that market, so we didn't want to get into that and have to spend a lot of money in fighting those guys. So we decided to stick to the Tier 2 and Tier 3 market. And if you follow e-commerce number, that's where most of the growth is coming from. So what do we provide? We provide online storefronts to local vendors for their inventory to be listed, and we charge a small commission for each successful delivery. Simple, straightforward business model. So we take care of the demand as well as the delivery. We generate the demand for you. The demand is typically generated through our website, getnow.at, or we have an Android app which has over 5,000, I think close to 5,000 downloads now. This is all Nagpur level, by the way. We are only a single city operation right now. We have tied up with almost 400 vendors in Nagpur with a total inventory of 45,000 plus products. That includes your well-known names. It includes Vedams in Dharampet. That includes MS Pandey. That includes a number of players from Gandhibagh, from well-known names. We came very close to signing up Haldiram's also, but they're still waiting it out because I think there were some issues with their first online experience. Yeah. Right. We've done in the last year we've done 12,000 plus home deliveries, successful deliveries. We have our in-house logistics team of delivery boys and fulfillment managers who manage this entire show for us. And our fulfillment rate of 83.5% is much higher than the industry benchmark. In the hyperlocal space, the fulfillment rate, which means the number of successful deliveries and based on the order. A lot of deliveries tend to get cancelled in hyperlocal, but our rate is much higher than the industry benchmark of 70%. Our GMV, or gross merchandise value, which is the amount of stuff we have sold on a platform, crossed $150,000 US or 1 crore in the last year. And we operate in the following verticals listed here: groceries, fresh produce, books, cakes and bakery, electronics, mobile and computers, and home and office. There's a point on there about pivoting to subscription model. I'll come to that in a little bit. So what's our value proposition? What is it that we do and why is it valuable to people in Nagpur? From a customer standpoint, we are what is called an omni-channel platform. What omni-channel means is you can place your order through whatever channel you're comfortable with, whether it's a website, whether it's an Android app, over the phone, or over WhatsApp even. Whatever channel you're comfortable with, you can place your order with us. A customer service desk will take care of that. Typically, the way the orders flow is that as soon as you place the order, within half an hour you'll get a telephonic confirmation saying that your order has been placed and it's available, and to confirm a time for delivery. In 75 to 80% of cases, we do same-day delivery. Your whatever you ordered gets delivered to you in under 3 hours. And we also do free returns, which means if you order something that you don't like after delivery, you can just give it back to the delivery guys, and no questions asked, no charge to you. Also, we handle cash on delivery, which I think is the standard in e-commerce now. From a vendor standpoint, why should vendors in Nagpur, why should small shopkeepers in Nagpur sign up with us? We enable your local stores to compete with online retailers. We've been hearing for a long time that India has 14 million small kirana shop owners and local stores, and that they have been struggling because of e-commerce and because of the bigger players, because of the kind of discounting war that's been going on in India. But we don't influence the pricing. We don't influence any 70%, 80% off type of discounts. We don't do that. Also, we provide these smaller retailers to compete with these online players. We give you access to previously untapped share of the market. What it means is if I'm a shop, if I'm a bakery, to give you one of our examples, if I'm a bakery in Vardhaman Nagar, one of our vendors, is a very successful cake shop in Vardhaman Nagar. He is never going to target the customer who sits on Hingna Road because it's too far. He'll probably have to go and open up another store in Western Nagpur in order to be able to cater to them. But we give them access to all 25 plus lakh population of Nagpur. Anybody from Nagpur, anywhere in Nagpur can order from that guy in Vardhaman Nagar, and we'll make sure that he is able to fulfill their order. We deliver that for him. So suddenly, even one shop, one single brick and mortar shop can give you access to all of Nagpur's market. So which is a huge advantage for them, I think. And they don't have to spend anything for it. There's no onboarding fee for us. So we don't charge you anything to list on our platform or to get your inventory online. All of that stuff is free. GetNow's value proposition is that we are an asset-light model, which means we virtually keep no inventory. We resorted to keeping a small amount of inventory in certain verticals like grocery typically. That's a vertical that gets a lot of orders and that requires you to keep some inventory. We have a very low burn rate because our team size is very small and we are operating in tier 2, unlike a city like Bombay or Delhi where our burn would be very high. Improved profit margins because we are able to consolidate local demand. To give you an example, if the particular brand of oil, let's say particular Fortune soya oil is selling, if I'm able to sell let's say 1,000 liters of Fortune soya oil over a 2-week period, then I can go to Fortune and I can go to my retailer even and say, look, I want to negotiate on the price with you because I'm giving you a fixed high volume and I'm able to extract a better price for you. So which obviously we pass on to our consumers. So that helps us be competitive on the price rather than doing any discounting. Also very strong growth. Monthly GMV has been growing at a very fast clip, and it talks about a subscription model here, and I'll describe that in a minute. Just a quick overview of what the product looks like. We are very proud of this fact, both Jayesh and I, that this entire product was made in Nagpur. The guy who designed it is from Nagpur, the design agency. If anybody is working on an Android app, wants a designer, please come back to me. I'll be happy to connect you with him. This was an in-house team that built this app, and the 4 screens you see on there are essentially that's how quick or that's how easy it is to place an order. You fire up the app, you see all those categories there: electronics, home and office, cakes and bakery, books, etc. There's a search bar up top. If you know exactly what you're looking for, you can just type it in and you can view the product, you can view the price, you can add it to the cart, and you can quickly place an order. So it's very simple. This is a story by the numbers. This is the actual split of how much volume we are generating as per vertical, how many sales we are generating per vertical. As you can see there, grocery or kirana is the most popular vertical. About close to 52% of our sales are coming from that vertical. The second largest is probably home and office. Fresh produce is the second largest, home and office is third. Cakes and bakery at a 9.5%. As you can see, and this is something that we learned after launching, we treated all our verticals equally, but we realized very quickly that you can't compete on price with mobiles, with computers, with electronics, with the likes of Flipkart or Amazon. You just can't, because they are able to discount 20, 30, 40% off of the landed price. They are losing their money out of their own pocket, which we cannot do. So we realized this, we learned this, that you can't compete with price on a lot of these electronic devices. But where we realized we could make a difference was in food and beverages, cakes and bakery, sweets, namkeen, grocery, your monthly kirana, which also, as you can see the numbers, is where we saw the maximum traction. Now, I will now talk a little bit about the subscription groceries and what it is. So we pivoted, and those of you who are not familiar with the startup world, that's a very important word. Pivot means when you realize something in your business plan is not working, you look at the data, like we did at the data here, and you get rid of the things that don't work and you focus on the things that are working. That's a pivot. So for us, groceries, food and beverage was clearly working much better than some of the other verticals. So we decided we wanted to focus more on groceries and fresh produce and be better at that. So what's the problem, right? What were the issues? I'm sure all of you are aware there's plenty of hyper-local startups in India. Everybody has heard of Big Basket and Grofers and Pepper Tap, and I think most of them had tried their hand at Nagpur also. Not everybody succeeded though. So what's the problem there? What's the problem with that model? The biggest issues with this prevalent hyper-local model were that their margins were too thin. The cost of delivery did not cover, the margins did not cover their cost of delivery, so they were losing money very fast. The fulfillment rates were low. When a particular customer ordered 5 different things, they had to pick them up from 5 different retailers, and as a result of which 2 or 3 items would not be delivered because they were not available. Real-time inventory was not available, so customers were largely unhappy with their fulfillment rates. The sales were discount-driven. On any given day, if you fire up any of these other apps, you'll see huge discounts, 100 rupees Paytm cashback on every sale on top of a 30% off discount. The other challenge was low adoption to technology, and we also faced that in Nagpur significantly. We had thought that we would launch a pure technology platform because it helps you scale up very quickly. But it's not enough for a city like Nagpur to just go with a website and an app and expect that people will change their buying habit. People who are used to buying from the neighborhood Kirana stores are not suddenly going to stop going to the Kirana store and start buying on your mobile app. That doesn't happen. So we learned that very quickly, and which is why we became omni-channel, which is why we said you could call us, you could WhatsApp us your Kirana list, any which way you can get your order to us, we are happy to serve you. Their customer retention costs were very high. A customer that bought with them once did not always come back, so there were problems there. Logistics were suboptimal, as I mentioned. The delivery, the delivery routes were long. They were not charted very clearly, so it cost a lot of money for every order. Ticket sizes were small. An average, if you look at the hyper-local segment in India, the average ticket size is somewhere around 350 rupees. So for a 350 rupees order, the margins are not more than 10% at any rate. So if I'm making 35 rupees on an average order and I'm spending about 70 rupees on the delivery, how am I ever going to make money? So that unit economics doesn't add up. The solution there was to drive up your average basket size, to drive up your ticket sizes, so that people who are ordering 350 rupees worth of stuff from you are actually ordering 2000 rupees worth of kirana from you. And then that becomes a viable model. And the last point is crucial, which actually, what we realized is that we were missing out on the monthly grocery list of everybody. Nobody was ordering monthly groceries from us. They were only ordering as they ran out of biscuits or tea or coffee or whatever. They would order only that much, 100, 150, 200 rupees worth of stuff, but that was it. We were what is called an on-demand service provider. As and when people ran out of things, they ordered from us. They were happy with the service, but it wasn't helping us. They were not ordering their monthly groceries from us, which is the largest ticket size that any family has. And that is not on demand, by the way. Everybody plans it. Everybody has a list. Everybody has a kirana wala that they go to or order from. So we decided we wanted to tap that. We wanted to get into that space where instead of just being your top-up service provider, when you run out of shakkar, you just come and ask us to give you 2 kg of sugar. We wanted to be also your monthly kirana provider. Because we had the same suppliers. We could in fact negotiate a better price for the consumer. What we were not doing right was that we were expecting people would use a technology platform and do it, or that they would create these big lists and they would just hand them over to us, which did not happen. We had to struggle a lot. We had to spend a lot of time in convincing our customers why they should buy from us, and that they would get assured quality, they would get assured fresh produce. But we were able to successfully do that because of our sales team, and a lot of human interaction was required there. The advantages of what a subscription grocery is essentially is that we realize that about 80 to 85% of everybody's monthly requirement is the same, whether it's X kg of Ashirwad atta or Y kg of chawal and Z kg of this particular oil. So about 80 to 85% of that order remains the same month on month, and we wanted to capture that. So which is why we introduced a feature called the monthly Kirana list. It's there on our app also. You can very quickly go there and tap on the things you buy every month, create a list very quickly, create a subscription there by clicking a checkbox, and pick a date every month, whether you want on the 1st of the month or 3rd of the month or 15th of the month, and that's it. There is no manual intervention required beyond that point. On the day of the delivery, you'll get a phone call and just to confirm your order, and it'll be delivered to you like we are used to getting milk or newspaper subscriptions in our home. Nobody wonders, am I going to get my milk delivered tomorrow, right? It's a given. I know exactly 2, 3, 4 liters of milk is going to come to my doorstep. Similarly, we want to introduce this habit of subscription grocery where on the 5th of every month, I know exactly what's going to come to my doorstep as a grocery basket. Advantages of this, of course, is that our customer acquisition costs, it lowers customer acquisition cost, retentions are higher. Once customers know that they don't need to worry about 80 to 85% of their monthly requirement, it's a repeat order for us month on month. So we don't have to spend extra or do anything extra to retain the customers. The buying cycles are predictable, which means that we can consolidate the demand and we can predict how much of a particular commodity we are going to sell every month. And that allows us to forecast, to negotiate, to maybe go up the supply chain, to talk to wholesalers even and see if we can source at better prices from them. In future, there is a possibility that we could introduce private labels as well. The last point, higher customer LTV refers to the lifetime value of a customer. That goes up significantly because of the subscription model. What's the market size of this opportunity and what are the growth prospects? Some of the numbers mentioned here are from this report by Boston Consulting Group. It's available freely. You can check it out. The Indian retail market is expected to touch $1 trillion by 2020. That's trillion with a T. That's 1,000 billion US dollars. 60% of all the retail in India is food and groceries. That's a significantly high market. The total addressable market size is about $600 billion across India. And the hyperlocal competition, as I mentioned before, it's intense in metros. The tier 2 and 3 markets are as yet untapped, and that's the opportunity that we're trying to capitalize on. What are the prospects for a business like this? There's a great opportunity, I think, to build a profitable hyperlocal business at scale without having to resort to frequent discounting. Unfortunately, in India, e-commerce has become synonymous with discounts. People don't buy unless somebody is offering you an obscene amount of cashback or a massive discount that your neighborhood retailer can never offer you, because they're at the end of the supply chain. They have carrying costs. So they can never match that price. But if you're certain categories, like you would probably not order your kirana from a Snapdeal and wait 3 days for them to deliver it. That's not going to happen. So certain categories, there's a niche that we think we can definitely tap, and it's a huge enough market, as you've seen. This business model we validated in Nagpur. In typical startup world, you launch an MVP or a minimum viable product, which is what we did, to test the market to see if it works. Will people buy from us if we offered a service like this? Which they did. We are fortunate that Nagpur supported us very, very well. Without having to spend a lot of money on advertising or on discounting, we were able to acquire 12,000 plus customers, regular customers who order from us. So the model has been validated in Nagpur, and we are ready to roll it out to other cities. As you can see, there's huge growth potential in mobile app ordering as internet penetration and mobile penetration grows significantly. The same model can be replicated across even in tier 3 towns where such services don't exist right now. Competition, there's plenty. I think most of you are familiar with a lot of these names. Big Basket is a significantly big player. So also is Grofers and Peppertap, both of whom raised a lot of money last year because they're operating in a market like Gurgaon and NCR, and they were able to post some huge numbers in terms of number of orders per day and attract a lot of venture